Welcome back to Hanner Fieldhouse. Don Heath and yours truly, Ken Slatz, in a tie ball game, 6-6. 11:46 already, only 12 points scored. You talked about it early, Don. The defense is coming to shine.
Yeah, I would have expected a lot more points up to this point. But the defense is playing, this probably plays into Georgia Southern's hand a little bit. If you get in a shootout with Georgia State, I think you're going to lose that type of battle. But right now, they're showing a lot of athleticism and matching shot for shot with them. So play for play.
As we said, Hunter and Harrow averaging 40 points a game between the two, and they have yet to crack the scoreboard. Marcus Kreider with a bucket and 2 free throws. Angel Matias has a 2. Mike Hughes with a 3 for Georgia Southern. So it's a 6-6 game at the 11:46 mark. Quick chance for us to actually get things started. The ball's about to be triggered on the inbounds play, and it'll be R.J. Hunter who throw the inbounds pass. So Hunter triggers the inbounds way outside to Kevin Ware, and we're back underway after a timeout here at Hanner Fieldhouse. Ware being checked tightly by Jelani Hewitt. He's not giving up any ground whatsoever. Now they are forced to switch, and R.J. Hunter now. Ball underneath to Ware and misses the layup. Rebound ripped down by Angel Matias. Matias looking for Curtis Diamond. Diamond has the basketball. Diamond slowing things up. Georgia State getting back very quickly on defense. Hewitt now over to Alsmiller. Back to Hewitt. Georgia State just kind of settled in their D now, trying to spread things out. The open shot to the left-hand side. Matias for 3, off the mark, can't pull the trigger. Jelani Hewitt pulls down the rebound. Alsmiller thought about it, pulled it in, and pulled the trigger. Off the mark again. This time Georgia State gets the basketball.
Nice confident shot, nice rotation on the ball, but didn't have success. But still a good shot, in rhythm.
Harrow dumps it off, and we have a dunk. Big dunk in there by Marcus Kreider. So Kreider has 6 of the 8 Panther points. We're at the 10:37 mark. It's 8-6 Panthers over Georgia Southern. Trent Wiedemann at the corner. Over to Alsmiller. Jelani Hewitt thought about it, pulled it back in. Now it's Diamond. Many players on this team can pull the trigger on the 3. Nobody's gun shy about doing it off the balance. No good. Ball bounced around and pulled down by Georgia State. Couple of trips down the court without coming up empty with a couple of good shots.
I think Wiedemann needs to be touching the ball just a little bit more.
A 3 launch from the right-hand side and nothing but net. R.J. Hunter's now in the book with a 3. It's 11-6.
You can see the range that he has there. 2 or 3 steps past the 3-point mark.
Curtis Diamond playing catch with Jelani Hewitt. The Georgia State defense extending way beyond the arc. Diamond, almost caught up. It's bounce to Wiedemann. Wiedemann powers it in. It's blocked. Hewitt launches the 3 and finally gets in the book. Jelani Hewitt with his first points of the ball game, and it's 11-9. Scoring picking up here in the first half of play on the Blitz basketball series. Down low again. 2 passes and off the mark. Rebound pulled down by guess who? He scraps away with another one, Angel Matias.
Well, Washington's really got to make that shot.
Another 3 from the right-hand side, and they share of 3s. Haven't been able to connect on too many, but they've taken a lot of them.
Just settling for long 3s. Get the ball inside.
Here's Wiedemann from the baseline. No good. Matias almost ripped it down. Instead, Georgia State with the numbers now all the way to the hoop. Harrow with a nice move. Ball blocked from behind and followed up nicely.
Hunter.
R.J. Hunter with his second basket. Good follow-up on the play right there.
Good initial block.
2 players by the Eagles going for the block. One of them coming up with it, but nobody was there to block out the trailer. (13-9). Here's Hewitt being checked by Ware way outside. He's playing catch with Alsmiller. Trying to lean in for a shot. Create some space, but not a great shot. Under heavy pressure like that.
Very tough shot.
30-second timeout. It'll give us a chance to remind you, if you know of a student athlete worthy of the Carl Gregory Scholar Athlete, make sure you send in your nominations. We judge on not only athletics, but academics and community involvement. It's the Carl Gregory Scholar Athlete, partnering up here with WSAV Channel 3. Just go to our website, WSAV.com, and Scholar Athletes section as we're back to underway quickly here as Georgia Southern. I think we have another 30-second timeout. Ball was quickly inbounded and bounced around, so We'll take another 30-second timeout, and that'll give us a chance to thank Savannah Power Sports Center. When we come up, our halftime show will be sponsored by Savannah Power Sports Center. Visit their showroom at 5918 Ogeechee Road to take advantage of their Power Into 2015 sales event and see their complete line of Victory, Polaris, Suzuki, and Can-Am products. Come feel the power at not only Savannah Power Sports Center, but Statesboro Power Sports Center as well. So Georgia Southern with a quick 30-second timeout after getting the basketball. They had the dance team here, the cheerleaders here, a sold-out crowd here, and it's as wild as I've seen it, Don. You've been covering the Georgia Southern Eagles for quite some time. Have you seen it any more crowded than we have here tonight?
Well, ironically, before they reconfigured the seating in this gym, they had about 5,500 here for Georgia State. One year, 1992, they played the TAC championship game here in Hanner Fieldhouse, and Georgia Southern went to the NCAA tournament, played Oklahoma State that first year.
The TAC championship. Nobody knows more about Georgia Southern basketball than Donald Heath, the best color guy in the biz, Don. All right, so it's the Eagles with the basketball. We're under the 8-minute mark. Jelani Hewitt way out front, swinging it around to Alsmiller. Bounce low to Matias quickly, gives it to Ferguson off the glass, and he's in with 2. First bucket of the game to go with a free throw, so that's 3 points now for Eric Ferguson. It's a 2-point game.
Little full court pressure.
Student section directly behind Don and I, within a couple of feet, so we definitely get the atmosphere here at Hanner Fieldhouse. Some arenas, the press and the media kind of sit a little bit away from the crowd, but not here. Leaner, and a nice leaner by R.J. Hunter. 7 points for Hunter to lead all scorers in the game. We're starting to see what Hunter and Harrow can do.
Yeah, Hunter really can get a shot off at any time. He's 6'6". That was a little floater in the lane, and he just took on the whole team basically and laid it in. Georgia
Southern just patiently working the ball around the horn up top. Hughes now, they're under 10 on the shot clock. They'll need to create something here. It's Jelani Hewitt making the creation. Hewitt to Alsmiller, covered heavily. Back to Hewitt, 2 on the shot clock. Hewitt launches the wild 3 off the glass, almost pulled it down. Rebound pulled down by Eric Ferguson. Ferguson gives it up down low to Matias, and he can't handle the basketball. Another situation of great defense, and that's our media timeout. We're going to take one as well. The Panthers on top of the Eagles, 15-11 on the WSAV Blitz basketball series. We'll be right back. There's the huddle of the Georgia Southern Eagles. You see Trent Wiedemann yet to get in the scoring book. They tried to go through him a couple times as Georgia Southern right now in the short end of a 4-point game. The Georgia State Panthers on top, 15-10. We're at the 6:31 mark here at Hanner Fieldhouse, and a sold-out, exciting arena. The football team, I know a lot of crowd may be excited to see the football team as well. That'll be part of our halftime show. They'll be honoring the Sun Belt champions. Don, you covered this football team. A surprise to run through the Sun Belt Conference undefeated and win the title?
Oh, absolutely. Again, that was another thing, another team that we had no idea what to expect. You know, obviously it was a step up. Georgia Southern would be playing with less scholarships than normal teams. They haven't quite built them up. Still haven't built them up.
They're close, though.
They're at 79, I think. And then to go 8-0 was quite a feat.
So a lot's been happening on this campus between football and basketball. The baseball team, very successful.
Baseball team, don't forget, they went to the regional last year, beat Florida State in the first game.
So sports is on the rise here.
And don't forget, in baseball, Louisiana Lafayette was the #1 team in the nation.
That's right.
Just in this season. Hosted a regional.
So here goes Jelani Hewitt as they try and push the basketball up. Alsmiller along the left, and Eric Ferguson now. Ferguson trying to make a move. Big, strong move by Ferguson. A leaner got the foul. Good power move to get the foul. So Ferguson will go to the free throw line for a couple. Talk about Eric Ferguson. He had an injury. The injury last year missed, and then a suspension for part of the season.
He had a knee injury and a back injury. The suspension was certainly something that was going to keep him out. The administration let him back to play, and he's taking advantage of it.
Definitely a key player on the team. Not only, he's a starter-type player, but he provides the depth. He's a player and gives them some height, which they really don't have a whole lot after Trent Wiedemann.
Yeah, that's a guy, 6'8", that can handle the ball.
Ferguson 2 of 4 from the free throw line. It's a 15-12 game. Down to 5:55, and
Georgia Southern just 4 of 19 from the field. Ooh.
Kick it way outside, launching a three, no good, off the mark for R.J. Hunter, and here comes Georgia Southern. Eric Ferguson with the basketball. Ferguson now to Hughes on the right-hand side. Back to Ferguson, 2 quick passes to Angel Matias, and Matias blocked from behind, ready to lose the basketball.
He just lost the basketball out of bounds.
Referee was directly in line. We'll have to talk to him about that.
Good call.
All right, so here comes Ryan Harrow right in front of us. Still without a bucket for this gentleman, scoring 20.6 points per game. Jelani Hewitt draws the string to take on Harrow and try and stop the high score from Georgia State.
Yeah, so far so good. Harrow hasn't done much.
Here goes Jelani Hewitt off the break. Hewitt all the way to the hoop. Hewitt blocked. I think he got the body.
It's a foul.
So that's on Harrow on the body, and Hewitt will go to the free throw line for 2.
Good play by Harrow, though. He really got a lot of the ball.
Good solid defense with the hand, but you're right. He got him with the body. We call for that a lot. So there's the foul, and it's Hewitt to the free throw line. The first free throw line is in the books with 4 points now.
You can't put either of these teams on the line. Hewitt's a 90% free throw shooter, and Hunter and Harrow are both really good free throw shooters as well.
Second one is off the mark, so Hewitt misses 1 of 2. 15-13 though at the 5-minute mark.
I didn't jinx him, did I?
You may have, Don. I wasn't going to say anything, but you brought it up. Here's Ware with the basketball, being checked by Hewitt. Played great defense the last time down the court to create the steal. It's Kreider way out front, swinging it around to Harrow. Whistle on the play. I think Eric Ferguson maybe reached out a little bit.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's Curtis Diamond with the foul.
I was going to say, if that was on Ferguson.
So that'll be a baseline inbounds play. R.J. Hunter will trigger the inbounds play right in front of the scoreboard. 2 big scoreboards here at Georgia Southern, both very low. Planted just above the heads of the cheerleaders and dancers and the rest of the media gathered. So Georgia State was very patient down the court this time. Down low and a slam dunk for Marcus Kreider. His 3rd bucket. He has 8 points. They've done a good job a few times now getting the ball down to Kreider, looking very patient and zipping an inbounds pass. Hewitt out front now playing catch with Ferguson. They haven't been able to get Trent Wiedemann involved too much. Hughes leans in, now goes to the left side. It's Diamond all the way to the hoop. Diamond with a nice move. His first bucket of the game. 17-15 your score. Kreider now. Kreider with a zip pass. That's too easy. Bucket for Ryan Harrow, his first of the game. Somebody forgot about Ryan Harrow, the senior guard on the right-hand side. Long range 3 from the outside. Hewitt can't pull the trigger, ball bounced around out of bounds. That'll be a media timeout. We'll take one as well. It's 19-15. Panthers on top of the Eagles. More after this on the WSAV Blitz Basketball Series. Welcome back to Hanner Fieldhouse. We're down to 3:36 left to go in the first half of play. We'd like to thank our friends over at Papa John's Pizza for feeding our crew tonight. Papa John's has a new pizza, bacon cheeseburger pizza. The new bacon cheeseburger pizza comes with 100% real beef, mozzarella cheese, hickory smoked bacon, pickles, tomatoes, and Papa's signature burger sauce. It is only $12, available for a limited time. Call your neighborhood Papa John's or order online at papajohns.com. So it's Georgia Southern and Georgia State. It's an overused cliche of nip and tuck, but that's exactly what it has been. It has been a tight game from start to finish. Good, solid defense. We're down to 3.5 minutes left to go, and it's only 19-15. A low-scoring basketball game. Jelani Hewitt really not able to get on track so far. He did hit with the 1-3, but he's taken quite a few shots.
Yeah, and he's settling for some shots too. That's kind of a bad thing. Georgia Southern has taken 21 shots, and 11 of them have been three-point shots.
A few of them I know is the shot clock winding down as well, a few of those wide threes. So here is Georgia State now with the basketball, and they're all black and blue uniforms. Ryan Harrow trying to create something. The transfer nails it, so Harrow's in the books with a 2.
He really had an advantage there on Alsmiller. Jake just not quick enough. He had to stay a couple steps back.
Diamond and Matias. Matias, a wide open baseline jumper, nothing but air. Rebound ripped down by Hunter. Hunter kicks it out to his buddy Harrow. Harrow now to Hunter. He thought about it for a second and tried to get it back down low to Curtis Washington, but just over the outstretched arms of Washington.
He threw that ball too high, and that's the difficult thing to do when Curtis Washington's 6'10".
TJ Ships checking into the game for Georgia State. We'll see if they can get the ball high-low, see if they can get Wiedemann involved with the basketball. They haven't been able to get him too many touches. Alsmiller trying to get it to him, but Wiedemann being checked heavily down low. A slip there, fadeaway jumper by Diamond, bad off-balance shot. Rebound ripped down by Angel Matias.
I think Curtis got away with a little travel there. He slipped, and at least one of the Georgia State players questioning that call or non-call.
Around the horn, right to the middle, Matias. Double team, though. Matias with a fadeaway, and he walked. We'll get a call. I think it'll go on R.J. Hunter. Reached in a little bit and caught him for a foul, so.
Tough foul on Hunter. Wasn't much.
Very clean, only 7 fouls called totally in the basketball game. Angel Matias slips down low. And Don, usually one of the littler guys down there in the middle, but Angel Matias somehow finds a way to get it home.
Yeah, Southern really needed that. They're really struggling to score.
21-17 the score, 21-17. Fadeaway jumper from 2 and off the mark by Harrow. Ripped down by Georgia Southern, trying to get some momentum up to Matias quickly. Matias to Alsmiller, back to Diamond for 3. No good, off the mark. Rebound pulled down and kicked out quickly by Hunter. There we go to Harrow, and he lays it in. Harrow with the bucket. We were nearly seeing a T there afterward.
Very nice shot by Harrow.
23-17, a mini run now for Georgia State and the Panthers, looking to try and grab a stronghold of first place in the conference. There's Wiedemann from the corner, and Trent Wiedemann gets his first bucket.
Well, really, you got to feed the big man.
Quickly back comes Georgia State. Nice first move by Harrow. He gets the foul, and no shot. They'll say it was on the floor. Great quick first step by Harrow right there.
They scored Georgia State's last 6 points, and he's starting to heat up a little bit.
Hughes will check back into the game. Curtis Diamond will check out. So it's Ryan Harrow to trigger the inbounds pass. We get a Curtis Washington checks in, and I believe that's TJ Ships who checks out. So 33 seconds, and Harrow thought about it from the corner, but decided to pull it back in. Harrow now to Marcus Kreider with the left hand, and Kreider with a nice move.
Got a nice roll on that one, too. The ball's all the way to the right-hand side of the basket, and it rolls back to the middle and goes in.
So Kreider with the basket. We're down less than a minute to play here. To Wiedemann now, out to Alsmiller, who thought about it. Alsmiller back to Wiedemann, trying to get him involved in the offense. Good double team down low, though. And Wiedemann throws it away. Here comes Ware. Kevin Ware with the basketball. Ware's being patient. There's a difference of about 2 seconds from the shot clock to the game clock. Kevin Ware, the transfer from Louisville, playing for this Georgia State team.
Kenny, if the name Kevin Ware sounds familiar, he was the guy that was involved, that had the broken leg.
Right in front of Coach Rick Pitino?
Yeah, in the NCAA tournament.
And then he actually transferred and played elsewhere, and then came to Georgia State.
Well, he sat out a year, obviously, and he was able to play right away when he came to Georgia State.
25-19, down to 20 seconds. Of course, we have a great halftime show brought to you by Savannah Power Sports Center and Statesboro Power Sports Center. We'll check out the football team being honored, the 2014 Sun Belt Conference champion Georgia Southern Eagles football team. They'll all be out here on the court, and the crowd will get to see and honor them with the Sun Belt title, with a remarkable year, a storybook year, if you think about it. I've been here for around 10 years. Don has been in this area for a lot longer than that, and I have to say, one real remarkable story, a turnaround and a rise very quickly for a Georgia Southern football program. Here is Kevin Ware now. He'll slow things down. Like I said, there's only maybe a second and a half between the game clock and the shot clock. Shot clock now is under 10, and Harrow's just kind of waiting out front and seeing what he's going to do. Harrow makes his move quickly, and they're going to reach in on Trent Wiedemann, which will reset the clock. I don't believe they're in the bonus yet.
No, that's only the fourth foul.
So they'll have 7 seconds to shoot the basketball.
Got to stay on the jump shot.
Eric Ferguson checks in for some defensive purposes. Allsmiller's on the basketball. Hewitt now checking Harrow. Harrow's going to shoot the basketball somehow. Harrow kicks it back out, a long shot, and off the mark, and that'll take us to halftime. The Panthers with a 25-19 lead. We will be back after this message from your local station.